Hey everybody, I'm Trevor Noah and welcome to another episode of the Daily Social Distancing Show. We're back, but we're still filming from my apartment because it's safer for everyone that way, and I'm still only halfway through my hoodie collection. Now, today's not going to be a normal show, and that's because nothing is normal right now. For one thing, there's still a global pandemic, and as of this weekend, 400,000 people around the world have died from coronavirus, with more than 110,000 of those people here in the US. So please remember, if you're out there, wear a mask and keep your distance as much as you can. But believe it or not, there's an even bigger story going on right now about the greatest pandemic of all, racism, which, unlike the coronavirus, doesn't go away if you stay in your house for 14 days. So instead, people have been taking to the streets.
With the country in turmoil, hundreds of thousands of Americans are protesting against systematic racism and police brutality.
No justice, no peace! No justice, no peace!
Tens of thousands of Americans protesting peacefully, filling cities and towns across the country.
In Washington, D.C., for 8 minutes, 46 seconds, thousands of protesters lying down across the Black Lives Matter plaza. In New York City, demonstrators swarmed Times Square. In Austin, thousands cried, "No justice, no peace." In Green Bay, Wisconsin, demonstrators closing down a bridge.
In all 50 states, people of all colors all joined together. In Los Angeles, they took the notion of a peaceful protest to a whole new lotus, adding in yoga. In Houston, some marched by horseback, while on Maui, they gathered on surfboards at sunset.
That is really amazing. Never before in American history has there been an uprising like this, exactly like this, where you have huge numbers of people coming out every single day in every single state in the country. And it's particularly notable because it's almost completely spontaneous. Usually big demonstrations take months of planning, publicizing, getting permits. These ones are just, hey yo, meet me outside in 5 minutes, and people are there. Since starting in Minnesota after the murder of George Floyd, these protests for Black lives have spread like nobody could have imagined. From tens of thousands of people in big multi-ethnic cities to 200 people in towns that are 90% white. And now, even more impressive is that this protest has started blowing up all over the world.
In Paris, they marched, as they did in Rome and Tokyo. In Hungary, a silent crowd took a knee for 8 minutes and 46 seconds. COVID-19 kept Thai protesters off the streets, but on screen in a massive Zoom session. In London, joining this protest mattered far more than the lockdown rules. Thousands, many masked against coronavirus, gathered outside the American embassy.
Your message is heard over here, and we'll keep fighting the same fight that you are.
We'll keep fighting the same fights that you are. Yeah, that right there is why this movement has become as big as it has. Because everyone is now realizing that we're all in the same fight. Like, these protests may have been sparked by one killing in one American city, but the truth is that if you are a Black person or a minority or a poor person in many places around the world, in London, Berlin, Seoul, Cape Town, you understand what it means to be a target of the police and a target of a system that is designed to keep you down with violence if necessary. And that's why you now have people in every country standing together to say, this is not acceptable anymore, Black Lives Matter.